Hello. So, how many of you understand uh, the concept of the fusion up to fusion 2 now? Actually, fusion 3 is the same again, but only a different channel only. Okay, we review again. I guide you through the whole practice again. No? Yeah. Now, the whole key, if you believe that the concept in the Tao, we talk about energy. If you believe their energy part, because the Tao discovered the E equal mc squared many thousand years ago, but he never make a formula out. That's all. And that is the so we call E equal mc squared, and energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. Everything eventually turn to energy. And the whole universe fill up with energy, and that's all to it. I don't know. I should be said that Einstein is very Taoist, because that exactly is the same theory the Taoists talk so many thousand years, and this is the pattern how to do it. And if you believe, as I told you that the West spending 48 billion euro to prove that the whole universe is interconnecting violet light energy. And this energy have intelligence. That is cost 48 billion to get the answer. And when I look at the picture, look at what they explain, I say, I enlighten. I understand now more. And the whole key in the Tao is a technology of developing the energy. Our mass, our physical, we cannot transfer up. Only to transform them into another energy. We call energy. And the whole key of evolve in this intelligent energy. And that is the soul and the spirit, the intelligent energy. That when you understand that all these soul and spirit is an intelligent energy, now all the Tao work are more meaning to you now. When we talk about soul, spirit, this and that, it's so confused. Just have a method and technique and hand-on and do the practice. So you develop the immortal child and you develop the energy body. So So the Tao said you born again, you rebirth yourself again. And you transform the mass material in this body into energy. And if you feed them to the soul and spirit, so lucky that we have the intelligent one, that our soul and spirit, you know. Otherwise, our body, our mass is energy is energy. There is no intelligence. So our soul and spirit is so little weight, nearly no weight, so little weight. It's energy, it's floating. And when they come to us, our energy hold them into an organ and they stay with us. But they have energy and they have intelligence and energy. My physical body, no intelligence, but it can transform to energy. So I make this body organ energy the same octane with the intelligent energy. I can feed them. Okay. So when this energy is good energy, high octane energy, but not intelligent, but I feed into the intelligent one, now my energy become more have intelligent, also part of it. You understand this, practicing it, and now you started to be enlightened. You see the light in the end of the tunnel. And you have a goal. And the goal in the Tao is I come to this world, I have this intelligent energy. My goal is feed them, educating them, and transform my energy into this energy body, into the soul and spirit, and now it can go back as a full grown and educating into the source, into where I come from. Okay, now we're going to go to the last part. The fusion tree is the 2 channel, that's all, and 4 channel. If you bear with me, I guide you through, and suddenly you understand it, that's all. So there are 4 channels, but actually there are 2 channels. Okay, so now a little bit confused, a little bit complicated now. Okay, now if you look at this picture, we already do this. Number 1, the governor channel on the back, the red channel, and the functional channel in the front. It make a circle, a loop. and that's we call the microcosmic orbit. And after that, we have this opening the 3 charging channel. So we have the left charging channel is red pipe. Middle charging channel is golden pipe. And the right charging channel is blue pipe. Okay, so now we have front and back. We're not doing that now. We do it in the higher level. Okay. And after that, we make a belt channel wrap around these 3 charging channel. And we make a line from the front, from the functional channel, from the functional channel, make a line all the way, go cut right into the middle channel and to the back governor channel. So the cross, the one that make line from there, is connecting functional middle charging channel and the governor channel we call the yang channel. And when I make across a line from the left to the blue charging channel and to the golden charging channel and to the blue. So they're connecting together. Now when I make belt channel, 1, 2, 3, 4 is connect. No, 1, 2, 3 is connect in the belt channel. And they are crossed. And we have 9. They're all connecting together. Now we have another 4. And actually, it's 2, but you have left and right side. So we give them a name. So they have bridge. We have yang bridge channel. Now, it's very simple. Bridge, that means it's a bridge. You have a river, and if your loved one or the other family stay on the other side of the river, hey, you can see them and you say hello, but you cannot hug them. Now, so now this channel bridge, make a bridge from one point to another point. From this side of the river, make another bridge or connection to the other side of the river. Now, one thing that the bridge and we have another one we call so we have the bridge and regulator, the regulator channel. So sometimes we call a mother and father channel. A regulator means controlling, regulating. Bridge means make connection. So the bridge channel and the regulator channel, they don't have their own channel. They don't have it. Okay. So they use other channel to form their own, other meridian, a point to form their own, to form a bridge and regular channel. So we say a great regulator and connector. Connect them many channels together. So if you look at this one, like on the crown, we have gallbladder, forehead, gallbladder. So you don't have to remember the point, and you have the handbook. You have the handbook that we send you, and you don't have to remember all the point because it's a channel. So we're gonna run. I'm gonna teach you an easy way to run the energy down. So we have. So you find a center of the crown. So it's about 1.5 centimeter. No, 1.5 is what? 1.5 is what? 4.5. I think 3 to 4.5. Yeah, 1.5 inches to 4.5 centimeter. Okay, so from the crown about 1.5 inches. Oh no, yeah. Depending on the people also. Some people can be 1, can be 1/2. Some people have a big head, and some people have a small head. So on the top is a gallbladder. So you see here, on the top of the head, gallbladder, 14, 15, 16, 15, and come to the forehead, gallbladder 14. If you're not learning acupuncture, you don't have to worry about that. You just follow me and I'm going to get you very easy. And now, it coming down below the eye, it becomes the stomach. And coming down the corner, the mouth is the stomach 4. Join into the cervix. In the cervical, cervix, that means the functional channel, CV, because cervical channel, functional, the yin channel. Come down to the CV, so come down to the CV22. That is the functional channel. I should be said functional. The yin channel, the microcosmic yin channel. Now, it spread out into the collarbone. And that is the stomach. Yeah, and there is a stomach meridian. and come down to the, for men is the nipple, for women is about 5 and 6, I think 5 and 6 rib cage between it. And it comes down into liver on the rib cage. That's the liver. And when you come out of the rib cage, that is the spleen. I want you to notice that they don't have their own channel, but they take other people's channel, forming a bridge. That's all. They're forming a bridge. So, for example, so you see here now, gallbladder coming down to the stomach, come down to the stomach, liver, spleen. SP is spleen. And it coming down to the side of the navel, that is the spleen. And it come down to the leg, and that is the spleen 10, spleen 9. And coming down to the gallbladder again. Gallbladder. And coming down to the kidney point, K6. And come to the spleen and come up to the bubble spring. You don't have to remember all these things. Just trust me, don't have to remember that. Because it's alive floating, alive energy flow. Now, it's like a river floating along the side of the. So now when you come up on the back, so when you come up to the back, you have the bladder. B is bladder. And you come up to the GB, gallbladder. And you run along the gallbladder meridian, along the both sides of the spine. So you touch the spine, come out about 3.5 centimeter on the back. So you have gallbladder, and now we come up to the bladder. So bladder meridian. So along the bladder meridian all the way up. And we come up to the arm. And the arm now a little bit complicated. You have triple warmer, you have small intestine. SI is small intestine. You have large intestine. LI is large intestine. Triple warmer. And you come back up to the arm here, this side. So you have P1 pericardium, right in the center of the palm. So P is pericardium. So MUE is special point, not in acupuncture part. And this P, so perineum, up all the way, perineum, P perineum. L is lung. L is lung. LI is large intestine. And it come up to the neck, or come back to the neck. and come up to the neck, the gallbladder, the special point, and gallbladder, and go all the way up to the head. So that's all two channel, but there approximately is a two flow from the crown on the both sides of the crown, and it flow down this way. It flow down. It's a flow, and you just follow me. It's just like a river running along both sides. And you come down to the chin, to the throat, middle of the collarbone, running along on the both sides, down, ribcage, outside the ribcage, and down to the navel, both sides of the navel, down to the groin, running on the inside, and that the spine 10 and the spine 3 and 9. And go down, curve on the ankle. And along the big toes, and that is the spine 4 and the K1, kidney 1. Okay, so I guide you through, and you don't have to remember the name. Now you have the handbook. So this is the handbook, exactly the same you have. We send it to you. So if you divide the scalp, and here is the crown, right here is the crown. So from the crown about 3.5 centimeters out, and there is gallbladder 16. And when you come up to the front here a bit, we call a gallbladder 15. So you touch the crown on the side, and you about the point sometimes is approximately 3 to 4 centimeters. So there is a gallbladder 15. You don't have to be, when you're doing this energy work, you don't have to be exact, but the energy will find the channel itself. When the water go down, you're going to find a canal, and it flow to the canal. So the Tao discovered this acupuncture point that is a few thousand years ago. And he's still using it. And he still perform wonder. So a lot of result of healing take place. Okay, so crown, both sides of the crown, move to the front, move the same line now, move. Now, forehead. So just follow me, that's all. Forehead. You have, in the Tao belief that you have the channel. I not try to dig out a channel for you. You have a channel. So approximately here, and the energy will find the point. So the forehead, okay, the forehead, middle forehead. Now when you look down, below the eye, don't try to remember the point, the name. Don't try to remember the name. Okay, you just, it's very exact, approximately on the both side of the body. And when you get the energy from the crowd, so when you have the energy in the crowd and it's spread on the side, it's nearly the same like the left and right charging channel. But that is in the middle body, both sides. Now you come up to the forehead, tap, and I'm gonna guide you through and helping you. Okay, forehead, tap, remember the point, below the eye. Now when you smile a little bit, on the corner of the mouth. Now it comes down to the chin. So come down to the come down to the chin. Come down to the chin. The chin, yeah, we call the cervical. It's a functional channel. Okay. Now we're coming down to the throat center here, throat. So it's still still the cervical, the functional channel of cervical. They have so many names. They have two different functional or conception, because CV, conception vessel or functional channel. So we say conception vessel, or we call a functional channel. And it combined with the governor channel on the back. We form a microcosmic. Okay, now below the middle of the collarbone, so you touch your collarbone, break in the middle, and that is the what we call the stomach. It chain now. It starts from there. It chain to stomach. So they're connecting the stomach. Now it's gonna come to the rib cage. So it's coming down straight line there, like this, coming down. So about rib cage 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let me see. 1. So it's about 4 and so it's between 5 and 6 maybe. So the ribcage. For men, is easy the nipple and above the between the ribcage. So between the ribcage. And when you're coming down, the last ribcage, the outside already, and you go in the last between the last ribcage, and that is the liver point. And out of the, so you come out of the ribcage. Here, so it turn to spleen. It turn to spleen. Okay, again, below the chin, throat center, spread out into the collarbone, middle, coming down about ribcage 5 and 6, between, actually is the heart, center of the heart. Straight down. When you're out of the ribcage, you go in a little bit, go into the between the ribcage, and that is in between the ribcage. All of them is between the ribcage, and that is a liver 14. And you're out of the ribcage, that is the spleen 16. And come down on the both sides of the navel, that is the spleen 15. Okay. Now come down to the groin area. Here, the groin area. Okay, and that is the spleen 13. Again, okay, touch both sides of the crown. If you spread your finger out, approximately, you find this point and the other point. Now, when we channel the energy down, and when there's enough energy, you're going to feel the energy go to the point. Okay, both sides, forehead, below the eyes, corner the mouth when you smile, below the chin, on the top of the sternum, the throat center. Break in the below the collarbone. Make a straight line all the way down to the ribcage. So, man, your nipple, find between the ribcage. Lady, a little bit, you need to find the ribcage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like that. Now you come down out of the ribcage. You go back one ribcage, find the between the ribcage, and that is the liver 14. Out of the ribcage, the same line, is the spleen 16. Side of the navel. So you touch the navel on the both sides. Down on the groin, you sink down the groin area. and the spleen. Okay. So we're going to form the pearl, and we're going to move up, and we split into two pearl, and you touch and you furrow on it. And it helps you opening the channel. Trust me, it's not easy and not difficult. Believe me, trust me. Okay. Now, so now we're going to go down to the leg. So that is the groin area. Now you go down to the inside of the leg. So you go down from the groin to above the knee, the inside. We call the sea of blood. So usually you use a finger, you touch the knee and come up, and the doctor believe that this point to adjust the menstruation, the blood, the sea of blood. And the next point, you're going down on the curve here, go down below the knee, the inside here. So we call the Yin Lin Chuan, mean the dark tomb spring. If you touch it, you find the bone and the curve, and you press here. And the opposite, the outside. And that is the Yang Lin Chuan. When we come back, we're going to go back to the outside. It's called Yang Lin Chuan. And you go all the way down. When you go all the way down to the ankle bone, the inside of the ankle bone, below the inside of the ankle bone, and there is kidney 6. K6. So ankle, below the ankle, we call the kidney 6. So the kidney 6 now, from the kidney 6, if you find your big toes, the third bone, 1, 2, 3, the third piece of leg bone. And this is very painful. This is a big tendon there. We call the earth tendon. The earth tendon. Okay. Because this one, when this one pull tight, it pull the knee, and it pull the toes, and the toe curve. The toe will curve in. Okay. And when you pull every day, okay, the toes gone. The toe goes like this, twist. Because this tendon is right on the spleen 4. So when you go like this, and you feel a tendon there. Okay. And in the Qigong series, you need to activate this. You need to really get this point down. because in the whole you have to do them every day. I will go with you. Oh, and if you the easy one is the tennis ball. This is the easy one. Okay, so you have to buy or get an old tennis ball, and if you press on this, the whole tendon. You press and you stand there and you press it. You press on that tendon. I show you. I show you the best one is the coconut. The coconut shell. The coconut shell. Okay. Exactly that point, and you press on it. Oh my God, it's so pain because it's a tendon. Okay. But you don't have it, you can use the tennis ball easier. And when you press on the right point, you can feel it go right to your toes, to the second, the third, and fourth toes, because it controls all the toes. Okay. Okay. So that one, this is the major practice we teach you on the Qigong, because you need to get this tendon down.
No, that's a summer one only.
We call the earth tendon. When this one not activate, you don't connecting with the earth force well. And from this, you come up to their K1. So the K1 and the bubble spring. No, sorry, this is bubble spring, and the palm we call P6. Okay, the pericardium point, 劳宫 P6, and this is the K1. Okay. Now we're going to I guide you through, and we're going to repeat it. Don't worry. Okay. Form a pearl. You spin, and you are aware only few percent aware the crowd, and you have a feeling. So I spin and I wear my crowd. I feel the crowd started to spin, so and the energy comes.
Number one brunch or icebergers.
And when I feel this crowd very strong, later on, you draw in the energy from the universe, go down to the crowd. You have to. We have to. You gradually learn. You have to draw in the energy from the crown, from the forehead, from the mid eyebrow, from the back. And all the energy come into the center of the brain. Now, you draw the energy down. Now, when you feel it, you move the pearl up to the crown, spin. Spin on the crown.
We have to be really
Read them down out, creating two pearls on the both sides, and touch, and you spin. Spin until you feel warm, or hot, warm. And you come up to the next point we call bladder 15, and you spin. 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 And feel it open. My eye spin. You can have your hand in the beginning, spin. Come down to the forehead, touch it. Move the pearl, opening down, spinning down to the forehead. Touch and spin. Now, spiral down below the eye, spin. You lightly touch and spin, and you feel the pearl are spinning and opening it. You feel warm and chi flow. The Tao always like to like Tai Chi spin. Yin Yang, Tai Chi spin. Now touching the side, the mouth, spin. And you feel it's open, warm, and you feel now spiral down to the toe, to the chin. Touch. So two pearls combine to one pearl and spiral under the chin. Down the throat to the throat center here on the top here. Throat center. The pearl, think the condensed energy and the spiral. Now split into two pearls and below the collarbone, middle of the collarbone, touch and lightly touch and spiral, spin. Now spiral down to the about between ribcage 5 and 6, or above the nipple for man, spiral. Actually, on the left side, this is the hard point. This is the hard point, right on the heart area. Now you're coming down. You get out of the ribcage first. Straight line down, out of the ribcage. And back between the last ribcage. Touch. Smile. And a spiral. And this is the liver point. And you have the liver on the right hand side, but they have both channel. Okay. Now out of the ribcage, touch and lightly spiral. Think about the pearl are spinning and opening for you. Now, you come down to the side of the navel to touch the navel on the both sides. And you spiral. Smile, spinning. Sometimes you lost energy. You form the pearl again and bring them up. Pearl is the essence of life, of your own life, and the universe and nature. both sides of the navel. Now coming down straight, when you sink down a little bit, that is the groin area. So touch, smile, think of her as spinning. Think of her as spinning.